Australia is turning a corner on the road to freedom, ending months of fear, uncertainty and despair.
We now have new rules opening cafes, restaurants and social lives while getting millions of people out of lockdowns and back to work.
Australia is coming out of hibernation.
We've got to get out from under the doona at some time, and if not now, then when?
National Cabinet has laid down the markers for a staged return to the new normal.
These are cautious first steps, but important first steps.
Step 1 allows 5 visitors at home, but the key number for many other things is 10. For public gatherings, for customers in cafes and restaurants, for friends and family at weddings. But funerals can have 30 mourners. Some local and regional travel begins, pools and playgrounds reopen, and all children return to childcare centres, primary and secondary schools.
We want to keep it gentle and careful. Step 1 is tentative baby steps into normalisation.
As health experts watch for outbreaks.
So that if things do break out, if we've only got gatherings of 10, that means much less potential for transmission.
4 weeks on, in step 2, the key number rises to 20 for gatherings at home, in business and public places, cafes and restaurants, in cinemas, galleries, theatres, in worship and to weddings. But you can have 50 mourners at funerals. Caravan parks and camping grounds reopen, beauty therapy returns along with massage and tattoo parlours, but all must record client contact details, and some interstate travel begins. The path out is not risk-free.
Outbreaks are going to happen. All premiers and chief ministers understand that. And so it's how you respond to them.
In step 3, the magic number rises to 100, allowing food courts to reopen, along with pubs, clubs, bars and nightclubs. Workers return to the workplace, all while keeping 1.5 metres apart, and the borders might open for flights to New Zealand. The national scorecard will be checked before taking each step.
But we cannot allow our fear of going backwards from stopping us from going forwards.
The states are moving at very different paces,
and will cut and paste out of this plan to suit their local circumstances.
Western Australia already allows gatherings of 10. South Australia isn't far behind. 5 can gather in Queensland, 2 visitors are allowed in New South Wales and Tasmania, while social visits are banned in Victoria. And in the Northern Territory, the beer will start flowing in pubs in a week.
There you go.
No government wants to start the journey out of lockdown only to be forced back in, and that means accepting risk.
So I think it is important that we all hold our nerve.
It will be a nervous march through winter to a new normal by spring.
Well, the PM's clearly keen to get things moving, but Nine's political editor Chris Yulman reports tonight Queensland and the other states hold the power.
Scott Morrison wants to get the country back to work as swiftly and as safely as he can. He's also made it abundantly clear that unwinding restrictions is a risk, but lives are also at risk in lockdown. Bitter experience shows that unemployment also kills people through suicide, domestic violence and lives shortened by poverty. So if Treasury is right, this 3-step plan could see 851,000 jobs restored nationally by July. That will save lives and livelihoods. But the Commonwealth cannot force the states to move any faster than they're prepared to go.
Straight to Lane Calcutt now at State Parliament. Lane, tell us, how fast is Queensland prepared to go on this?
Well, pretty quickly, Andrew. Stage 1 begins tomorrow week. If all goes smoothly, if people do the right thing, if our numbers stay low, Stage 2 will kick in on June 13.
The pathway to freedom, a political, economic, social and public health minefield. Any missteps, potentially disastrous.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And so they're small, cautious steps to get the balance right.
Queenslanders want certainty and they want a clear path forward.
Premier's timetable begins tomorrow week with Stage 1 based on the Prime Minister's framework.
We can't rush this. We can't do everything all at once. It's going to look a bit different, but we're going to back each other and we're going to get through this, and we're going to get through this together.
It means outdoor gatherings for up to 10 people, and we can travel up to 150 kilometres from home for recreation, visiting friends or a day at the beach. With all students locked in for a return to the classroom by May 25. In the outback, easing restrictions goes even further. Dining in pubs and clubs will be allowed for up to 20, Recreational travel will be extended to a radius of 500 kilometres.
These are sensible and gradual steps.
If there are no setbacks, stage 2 will kick in from June 13, with 20 allowed at home gatherings, up to 20 in restaurants, and holiday travel allowed within the state.
We want to get some tourism going in time for the school holidays.
But the borders will stay locked down.
If the rates of transmission track lower in New South Wales and Victoria, we will look at enabling interstate travel.
There will, they expect, be stumbles and outbreaks along the way, with some restrictions needed to be reinstated.
If we were to have a large outbreak and we couldn't control it, then yes, we would have to do that.
When we move to stage 3 isn't clear, but again, if all goes well, it'll be up to 100 allowed into venues.
Please use common sense, particularly when it comes to those regional communities such as Mackay, Rockhampton and Townsville, which don't have any active cases.
How all this goes depends very much on continued social distancing, personal hygiene, and being tested if you show any symptoms.
But Queenslanders can at least now begin breathing a little easier. Lake Calca, 9.
Now to a surprise easing of restrictions for pet owners. Ebony Cavallaro joins us from Camp Hill. Ebony, tonight we have another little freedom back.
We do, Melissa. Today, Brisbane City Council has quietly been reopening all of its fenced dog parks right across the southeast. That's about 130